Hello and welcome back to the part 2 of Oguta Roundtable. Today, day 5 of Ogutavote. And it's been a very, very crazy day. We had breaking news in the afternoon about rumors and clamors of boycott of the election, and I'm sure a lot of them are being resolved even as we speak. A few of the contestants have already accused the ruling All Progressive Congress of plans to sabotage or hijack the elections to using their almighty state powers and federal powers, and members of the APC and of course the government have already debunked these rumors. So now we're going to be bringing in a special guest in the next few minutes, and my producer, I'm expecting him to send the link so that we can connect immediately and have the next guests come online, and that is Dr. Sunday Izogu will be joining us in a few minutes here in the studio, and we'll be asking him about his take on the election and the way forward in Imo State and a few other things. Dr. Izogu, welcome to Oguta Roundtable.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, please, before we go further, I'll give you the privilege of introducing yourself to the Oguta audience and, of course, our listeners and viewers around the world.
Okay. Good evening, Dibani, Umameshi, Moromo, Obodo Giriga. Afambo, Dr. Izogu, Sando, Anthony. Abmonyen Gewu. Abnosa Izog. Eji abajide mara papam. Abnameshi, Oguta. Na engage na marjide bu anya pokwa Oguta jekwa kuma ko maka yeri. Ebezim na Lagos, dibem na Port Harcourt, dibem na Port Harcourt. Thank you very much.
Mbona, sir. Doc, to start with, what are your views and why do you think it's important for our people to come out? Kandibani Pota ni Uju for this particular election?
Oya di mana Ndibani Potara nkoma maka election na maka ega na ahụ ntị funde na atọ izu abụ election ega na ntị mmadụ ne mo oya dị mma ka onye ọbụla shi n'ibe ya pụta onwe dị ndị na-egbu ibe anyị na-ebu Oguta anya chọ na ụjọ ụmụ mechipụta atụ na onye chọrọ ka ọ banye n'ọchịchị ma befe na atụ ya kwanye mmadụ inekwuma anya mara m ife onye n'ukwu na oyi eme ịmakwa ya nke ọma na ife oyi emekwu then isi ka ịnọdụ n'ime na apụta dịba atụ election atụchacha election biki complain kwana o nwere ife Tony Okarafọ jụrụ ajụjụ I think 2 days ago ndị agha atụ na atụ election wee eji ma a na-esi ogotu akwanye the court so mma like ka onye ọbụla pụta ma okenye ma ụmụaka ma youth mostly youth pụta na ebe atụ na the election mbọchị ya pụta. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. Dena udinde mmadụ ihe achọ ka a elect an election na ma ajọ n'uche yi dena udinde mmadụ ihe achi ọ bụ na ụdị mmadụ na-apụta biko ka akwado a.
Okay. Imana engere personality trait for everybody. Mana ma like eja atụ ya na election atụ ya onye ma Oguta nke ọma onye ma problem Oguta nke ọma onye ma ifu Oguta chọrọ maka ị na-anya na Oguta tata a na-ege ntị na afụ engage na-ekwu maka security na-ekwu employment na-ekwu youth empowerment ndị na-ekwukwa ya wa maka Oguta nọ nke ọma maka ife youth chọrọ ị na-ahụ anya ifu na most of our youth pụ akwụ n'Oguta na-eji na-atụ ife ọzọ ya eme aka ni mana ife chọrọ n'ime Oguta wee hikwa ka ọ pụta. That is one. Second one bụ ife chọrọ ka atụ ya bụ onye nwekwara egwu Chukwu onye na-atụrụ Chukwu ụjọ maka ọ bụ gị ndị agha atụ ya na ọ bụrụ tigbu agbagbu ndị ya pụta chi ile oshi na waba ya n'ọchịchị na nwunye anyị ike mara agafe ya adị maọbụ ndị oshiji ọmaghị ndị oshiji respect amaghị ndị ogbu agụ respect ndị mmadụ hapụ isi papawo na mmawo oshi na wakpata na ego amaghị ndị respect anyị ma chekwana ụdịrị mmadụ na onye raju mmiri afọ Oguta nke ọma mana Oguta nwere emena anyị na-enye ndị mmadụ respect anyị ma chọdo onye achọcha n'ọchịchị ọ banye na gọọmenti hapụ inye ndị okenye respect. The third one, onye mma achọ ka achịakwani ekwe am the first one maka ime Oguta nke ọma bụkwara onye na-atụrụ Chukwu ụjọ. Nke ọzọ bụ onye ma ife Muslim ndị yutu chọrọ. Apụkwa m yutu nke na ekwu okwu na apụkwa anya nọchakwara anya na amụ. Onye ma ife ndị yutu chọrọ maka ibe na Oguta dodo population youth kakwa home.
Of course.
And it's about our hope tomorrow. So, HAK Amarife HMK and the youth to Kwado is that in the next 4 years, the youth and the Kushotira to Igbo, we should name me for job. Eja Abai the Comedy Fame of Umela Oguta. I'll be the Bumma, only the Bumma because only before me, but the Bumma. Actually, money for ye, me, Moya, Stephen Dickena. Or if I can control my can at election.
No, very good, very good. Nuche, about those kind of developments, Obona, Nde Yabatu do, ma, Obuyadim.
Okay, in a point, I'm over on Kedika, onye bo chairman. Matande councilor bo advice go any chairman. First the chairman first.
On the House of Assembly.
Over the chairman. Chairman Ike Ibutapu no with the company. Oguta mesh. The skill acquisition on the council no chairman through power. Enrique with a Federica pure water or no those are distribution center Federica Coca-Cola.
Okay.
All those small investments. Chairman through power imekua. Magoshika Ashika Poma can put a company bata only kira ku aho. Ma only have chairman to make an investment bata. The second one, but in a one, if I'm going to bank in Oguta. Bank Oguta, they catch we are here, make on the bank, na branch on Oguta. Mabling an ashon security, Jinkoma, Oguta mesh. Bank Yabatapu Oguta development. But also Oguta what is related to Euro bank. Such opportunity will be given to the graduates. They can work in the bank. So Chairman Chico or Yubaka through the government will but have some branches of the bank. Oguta,
okay. Then there are some things about our natural hobbies or this and artistry that have been in Oguta, like fishing, Ejimara Oguta. But to my dismay, although watching on the Ugu Bujande na Akoazo Oguta, I don't know how true that is. And then Obugo Kochaja will Reshimaja and Oguta. I don't know whether you've heard about that. How true is it? And is there any way the government can even help to let Oguta people enjoy out of the water, which is our pride?
Sincerely, that is a truth. Fish pond, but nobody the man. Small business. Williams Ocha, I told the Abazraz Rosoro. But I bet a Oguta. Oguta will a good resource for us. Open and engage me. Ka. Ndrane was Oguta. I am a poo in power. Ndao some Nabena Busha, but not even with the Nobjan Dao some gas Oguta, some Oguta, but I can guide Nanopa.
Yeah.
Ndo Buddha Bajani Busas Oguta. Kushiti days who came no. Only from what before. Somebody made a little fish pond that on my domain and me. I watch come up on this Facebook. It's a good one. So empowerment can come in that direction. That now as one in Oguta. I would know how many. But million chanubi.
Yes.
Government you put any most on. I walk on put a new tabo. Family new children, a man empowered. As one was as only Razo in a year. I want me would in the next year.
Yeah. My woman is going to come out. Because I'm going to story, let me just amuse you, that a young man in Oguta, I won't call name, got this allocation and Nyende Ngere oil in his village. He's run into some millions. He disappeared, left his wife, children, and everything, even turned off his phone. The time he turned on his phone was after the money has finished and he was begging for transfer money from his wife to send him money to come back home.
Yes, you will blame the person that gave him the money because he didn't have a plan before you give out such a money. You may not do anything to such a money like only be a dog in a she, not a little fish pond. I ain't some tests I ain't know. More about fish pond. Before. Guinea the risk. Can they selling market only? If I believe to interview, Madam Masdi not really made the fish pond. You will 1 million naira dash. You don't get any good in it. And you will do that between our big. So the YouTube brand and only for men, but they know empowerment. You have to screen them. At least let them undergo some tests and trainings before you can empower them. You cannot just come and give somebody because no bony with them, or no bony bono, or no bony what aim or what you will go near. Or what we are going to blame.
No. So now back to the elections. Ima that local government Oguta anine bashachara in one way or the other. Sometimes nde madu choi vote will chama onye na bashara closer instead of onye the competent to do the job. What Giki Awande Bani about it?
Sincerely speaking, Ndibani, I will advise we shouldn't go into that. By now, anything at the election, they mean if actually somebody that is competent and ready to deliver. It one in bonyoshi. Mano imamano bonyoshi. Or put that get to an election. Run a yogu, when I am matiwashi or by no chichi. So I will advise, please. This election is not for brothers or for sisters. Look for the competent hand. The one that his or her manifesto is in tune with what Amesh needs. We vote for the person. Where anybody will vote to need more cousin, more uncle, or more national village, or national family. Any man going to have natural development in Oguta. Onye branchari vote because ne kumanya nkoma ekena karato nyana ngere before put up as election ekena ndu oburu before papa baza this election obuna amuru anuguta ekena ngo shipua ekena dem classmate ya na primary school or secondary school before oshiduguta akwa bataje go baza election because kaine bataya ndekena before to mali abo election.
Thank you. Oge ani bidoro one radio ofu Oguta almost like 4 or 5 years ago. Ife Honorable Chidi Ukuru na the station, and it was talking about before now. Oge mbu obu na mmadụ je yoji ijecha ojunu onye no nye ya ego inara onimu na ekwu mmayi kuboyi chije egbechi ata ego no but to do obu na ije ni mmadụ oji obu na ibata mmayi jo ego ne konyere obu he declare with ife nyere yi akuboyi. So different generation, different times. What you have to say about our current generation and the difference between the current generation and our own times? And I'm driving at something towards the election after you answer that question.
Yes, there is no much difference from a previous generation to our generation because I'm a testimony to the previous. When your parents, you come back home, you come with 1 naira, they will ask you, who give you this money? You even receive some floor and send you back to return the money.
But now, if you don't come back with money, they will flog you. that you have eaten the money
that's what I'm
alone.
saying. No, it depends on the parent. Even now, the culture stance in Oguta.
Yeah.
At least I'm sure of that one. I think something is wrong there because only some factors may determine that depending on when you for example, when you came for a cheap arona no with the oro. We were expecting your money.
No, just these are children, primary school children. Can be when you mad for a contract or something like that.
Okay, for primary school children.
Yes, little children.
Now the parents is still the factor to be blamed.
Yeah.
Not actually the children. Because only zoronga yang koma, but only also share you use. So the parents have that fault, not the child.
Because go on, sir.
The child will better if you mono. Mama can only get emotion and the before you. Maya, you would have given him when you make a case. Ishanisha am born. A some bamboo shows of each you pay another one. No on cream, no sister cob. The parents now show she didn't get you with the later. They're encouraging that person to go and learn bad. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to have the culture. If not the culture, let's have no baby in the battle of Oguta, but I'm Oguta didn't go before.
Because why I'm actually rating it, because these are some of the things that are making people go to politicians to collect unnecessary money and then do things they are not supposed to do. Or even raise up those topics, because all these other small children eventually grow up to become young people and youths, and then they will be the ones who are strong enough to be used and taken advantage of by the politicians.
Okay, let me tell you something concerning those people that goes to politicians for such. Oguta mesh makrama abuka mezo. Oguta me feel na obi do for because I'm old Oguta before I saw in the good ballot paper. I'm old Oguta before I saw in abu political ogre. Oguta didn't go before. So in the me feel na phone na we try amuta from outside. So what does she? Just a politician. Listen, you shall go show be women you know. The Tibus of keep them my own partner. The Rocha Manaya, Mosama carry along. I don't carry them along. Example, when you're a money election, when you're after election, I'm a pretty Kibian Kayo.
Of course, no.
He will distance you from his family because you are even a threat to him. So, Muguta Bikoni. Madanya for no nego, Mabuno Negwe, Mabuno number. Kibia Tibia Zubuako win the election. See that person as an evil person against Oguta Mage.
And then after during the election, the Madu Jirijani also in Nigeria after election.
And
Oguta can don't forget. Oguta don't forget.
That is true. Onye mass political talk no Oguta. If I got my girlfriend, my push my push it. I'm one of them. But in our phone, you might hang up on a phone, jack up on your phone because you already know what he's doing.
Indeed, yes.
So you have to, that person is a threat to the development of Oguta.
So finally, before we let you off, first of all, thank you very much, my brother, for coming on Oguta Roundtable, Nanyashina, especially with such a short notice, my producer told me. And then also your wonderful contributions on the Oguta Concern Us platform. You've been an active member and a lot of your ideas are always on point, and we really appreciate your love for Oguta and everything that concerns Oguta. So, final statement, what do you really like to tell Ndebani in our own language and Ndechoro Izo Ochichi na promises in Afubo Neme, and to try and keep it and not to allow themselves to be influenced by old politicians? Because when Ricky promises heaven and earth to do, Wobayaja And what was shared? No, this is not how we do it. Everyone on our P2B after election, the campaign officer Aisha was talking on the this thing the other day that they went on any different accounts to transfer campaign funds. She will know that I will share. No, that's not how we do it. That this is do it like that. So how can they deal with the old hands that have spoiled Nigeria that still want to keep spoiling even the upcoming new generation politicians?
Okay. The first one is that I really want to thank the organizers of this program. Ikenna Henry is my friend. Actually, I've known him for long. I'm not surprised that he's doing what he's doing now. I want to thank Auntie May and Dr. Felix. Sincerely, these are motivations to me in this program for this coming election. I really appreciate what they are doing. God will bless them richly. Next one is that my advice to all Oguta Meshi sons and daughters: election will come, election will go. Oguta remains. Our council remains. Only one thing more one day, Professor Ikenna Nzimiro. I'm on Oguta that day. Now PMSS. And I want to use that to at least advise the politicians coming up. That day, our local government chairman was reading the oration. Professor Nwoka also was there. He was also reading government and other aspects. These are the legacies that anybody coming to Oguta as a politician should try to keep.
Wow.
Not just the money. Remember, I didn't Oguta.
Of course.
You know my father, I know your father. If you don't know me, you ask 2 or 3 persons, they will tell you.
Even if you don't ask, what for you know, Oguta.
That should be in our own consciousness.
Yeah.
Not just to contest the election and win. If the person wins and serve after 4 years, possibly it will continue. Come down to masses. So my advice, Bikoni, can I put in Udo? Man, I need a bofu, and a 12 election on Koma. When you win here, and in congratulations. And if you look on up, Kawachian is finding Koma. That's my advice. Then in the and then they can lose because somebody must lose.
Yes.
Can you know nobody in the can answer watch. So we can do Mbona, my brother. Thank you very much.
Mbona Doc, it's been nice having you on the program. Because before we let you go remind our people your names again and your village, because of
okay,
my
name is Dr. Izog Sunday Anthony. Abumonye Ngevu. Abumonye Oguta. Amurum Nuguta. Ebrum Nuguta. Ejirem Trinity High School Nuguta. Ejirem Central School Nuguta. Before I Nuguta, Mokaya Tomoki Fumaka Yeri. Arumoru na one of the oil and gas industries.
Okay.
By the grace of God, I'm the HSC manager.
Wow.
We are working.
You become my boy after the program.
Thank you, sir.
Mbona, my brother. Thanks again for having you on Oguta Roundtable. Mbona. All right, ladies and gentlemen around the world and in the Bani around the world, this is where we draw the curtain on this episode of Oguta Roundtable. Remember that the program continues at 7 o'clock tomorrow, and as we get close to the elections and the happenings, remember we'll be providing you with up-to-the-minute reports on the election, and we'll be covering the elections live for you here on One Radio and Oguta One Radio, One Radio Oguta, and the One TV Network National. So be there, and thanks for joining us, and God bless you.